So good afternoon, all. Um, this I am Mona, reaching you from this place, Nigeria. I want to share little points with you. I was doing some research and I came across a piece of information given to us by World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum went on a research and they came up with what they call five skills kids will need in the future. So the five skills kids will need in the future, I decided to bring them up together so I can share some points with you as well. In case you are not informed, you need to know that the future we are moving to is that if you don't have these skills really, you will be useless. The industrial revolution has taken a new turn. If you see what's happening when we talk about industrial revolution from the first, second, third, and fourth industrial revolution, where we are now, and so much is required to really meet up. Nations like third world nations that have not been able to take advantage of the scientific method to solve problems. They have remained underdeveloped and developing. Then the advanced nations or developed nations that have got all this because of the appreciation of science. Anyway, we actually going to focus on the topic I said, which I picked from the World Economic Forum. And number one, we here before we go further, I think I need to say this. Said according to them, they said we asked some of the world largest employers which skills will be key in years to come. Here is what they said. So this is the feedback of, according to them, an interview they had with world's largest employers, and this is their feedback. And one of their feedback is they said it's creativity. Creativity is the first point here, and actually the one of the most important skills anyone should have. Yes, yes. Creativity actually differentiates humanity from every other animals. Creativity. We've been able to create several artificial creations we have around us that we're taking advantage of, including the camera that I'm currently using. This is possible because of the fact that we are creative and we cannot ignore it. We are creative. This is the reason why we have artificial creations. And so it's one of the basic, most required skills of the future for any kids. The industrial revolution is going to break so many edge, and nations that are advanced will be more advanced, and it will be a challenge for underdeveloped nations because if they are not developed and or they don't take advantage of creativity to harness the potentials they have, they will be limited and they'll be left behind, and the advanced nations will continue to grow and dominate. Now, the leveling ground for all nations, for all humanity, is creativity. Taking advantage of creativity will always be an advantage for anybody, any community, and any nation. So, what's the point they said about creativity? All right, let's get it. According to them, they said creativity is the ability to solve meaningful problems in new ways. Meaningful problems in new ways. Yes, your creativity must involve solving problems. Actually, that's creativity. Problem solving. Problem solving. And what is creativity? Yes, this said according to them here that the ability to solve meaningful problems in new ways is creativity. Yes, I do accept that, but that does not explain the simplicity of creativity, which is what the theory I present, which is the theory of meditation or the meditation theory of creativity that I present, it's going to help it or help us easily explain creativity, and as well make us or help us to what apply creativity in whatever that we do, and also teach it out to others. So that's why we are hosting now. And solving meaningful problems in new ways requires ability to combine things mentally. And according to meditation theory of creativity, creativity is simply mental combinations, the ability to combine different ideas to make meaning, to make or to give us a particular function, to perform a particular task, to present a particular meaning. Whichever we do, whatever we do, any combination that is done in the mind is what we refer to as creativity. So mental combination of ideas is creativity. We all exhibit creativity in all that we do, because as far as you are human, you are creative. If you think, you are creative. You know, people just don't understand. There's no human being that is not creative. But our creativity is only appreciated when we use them to solve meaningful problems in different levels. So when your problem is solving national level, you'll be appreciated nationally. When your creativity is solving meaningful problems in your community, you'll be appreciated in that community. When your creativity is solving meaningful problems globally, you'll be appreciated globally. Now you can begin to compare what creativity is now. Well, entrepreneurship science, in for the sake of this video, let me quickly run it down. Entrepreneurship science has three branches, and we all play in these three branches of entrepreneurship science. First branch is what we call the private entrepreneurship. The private entrepreneurship actually involves creating things for exchange or financial exchange. So when you create something for business purpose, you are in the private entrepreneurship section or branch of entrepreneurship science. Then we have another one, we call it public entrepreneurship. The public entrepreneurship involves creating solutions to problems in the public sector or in the public space. So we also have the third, which is what academic entrepreneurship. Academic entrepreneurship involves creating knowledge for the purpose of what advancing the community or teaching it out. So we have schools have knowledges they teach, and including the subject I'm talking about now, entrepreneurship science, is actually created to teach knowledge. So I will refer to myself in this regard as academic entrepreneur. When you create knowledge for exchange or for teaching for academic purpose, you're an academic entrepreneur. So you must be in this three level. You are either doing it in the private sector, or you are doing it in the public sector, or you are doing it in the academic sector. When you create knowledge, you are in the academic. When you create any solution, either knowledge for public goods, you're actually creating what you are in the public entrepreneurship, or you should be referred to as a public entrepreneur, and you are in the public entrepreneurship sector or branch of entrepreneurship science. And if you are in the private, which is what we all are focused on, all about creating for making money, creating for financial exchange, for economic purpose. You are in the private entrepreneurship what branch of entrepreneurship science. Now, this is the creativity that is done to better mankind, to better humanity for the purpose of what exchange is entrepreneurship. When you create anything for the purpose of solving problems, for the purpose of gaining a particular ground or receiving a particular reward, that's entrepreneurship. But entrepreneurship science is a body of knowledge that studies artificial creation and its applications. So when you create something, entrepreneurship studies how you create it. That's why entrepreneurship science gives us what is called the general law of artificial creation. And also it gives us another concept called meditation theory of creativity. All these are necessary. Now please subscribe. I'm going to be discussing the rest points, but you need to subscribe for more details, because I'll be discussing the rest 4 points. Thank you.